everyone. Thanks for staying us with and our next speaker is Kiki. So, yeah, Kiki, you're there. Hi, Kiki.
Hello.
Okay. Yeah, maybe you can try to share your screen.
Okay.
So Kiki is data platform MVP from 15 times and from Indonesia, and he is the CEO of Corda and Lima Indonesia Private Limited. He have means a lot of years of experience in sharing the knowledge on data platform and with the local and international conferences. And so yeah, over to you, Kiki. Maybe
Okay.
you, maybe you can share your screen and
Okay. Can you see my side?
yeah, we can.
Oh, okay. Hello everyone. Uh, Good afternoon. Okay. Nice to see you all, and thank you for the opportunity to speak in this event, APEC Data Session 2020. Um, in this session, I will deliver Power BI overview as the topic. Happy to meet you all in this event. So this event is organized by APEC Data Community, presenting all uh, speaker from international speaker, include Singapore, Sri Lanka, Malaysia, Indonesia, Cambodia, Nepal, Bangladesh, in India. Thank you for the opportunity. Okay, so as mentioned before, let me introduce myself. My name is Kiki Rizky Noviandi. My daily activity as CEO of Quadrant 5 Indonesia, one of IT solution company in Indonesia. Uh, Actually, in our base in Tangerang near Jakarta, and I was awarded as Microsoft Data Platform MVP since 2006. It was sixth time or 15 time, 50 time I got my MVP until now. So I also run Indonesia SQL Server community since 205, 2005, and we started as in a mailing list using yahoo.com, and now we are very active in Facebook page SQL Server Indonesia with more than 10,000 member in SQL Server community. So our latest activity are doing some SQL Server webinar series bi-weekly. Until now we have 12 series run, and then we publish all the recorded session in our SQL Server Indo community channel in YouTube with almost 300 subscribers. That's all from me, and that's all about me also. So let's talk about what we will discuss for this session. So I I will speak of everyone should have access to the database they need, and also discuss about a powerful new way to work with data, and also collaborate in Power BI for Office 365. Okay, so why everyone should have access to the data they need? That's because of the world of data is changing based on the information management in the 21st century by Gartner. By 2016, organizations that build a modern information management system will outperform their peer financially by 20%. That's because of 3 times increasing every 5 years in the term of the data, and extend from new data types. That's why the world of data is changing. On the other hand, big data also not only big in terms of the data, of the size, but also on the term of type, shape of data that business are analyzed is changing. So for data from sensor, RFID tag in manufacturing, or location data for company with large fleet also change. Everybody can use their application, their mobile phone, to track all the things that have bike or boat, and then monitor the track of the data. And then from the social media like Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, to analyze success of market campaign or to access customer sentiment is very, very interesting. Public data, traffic or weather feed, data published by government initiative, and also very, very easy to access right now. So that's the point that probably have the world of data is changing. So for Power BI itself, Power BI give experience your data to access data, any data, anyway and anywhere. We divided to 3 kind of source of data Power BI, such as Microsoft Cloud, like Azure, Office 365, and Dynamics, and also non-Microsoft Cloud, like Salesforce, Acumatica, and so on. On the other hand, on-premise data also give contribution to the Power BI as data source. For example, is Oracle, SAP, Microsoft SQL Server, and also IBM. Now we have more than 90,000 organizations from 185 countries have used Power BI as their tool for business intelligence. Okay, that's the interesting of the Power BI. So from Microsoft perspective, business intelligence and analytics is divided to analysis and authoring and deliver, and how we can present the report or the data to the customer. For analysis, we can write or authoring using Excel, Power BI Desktop, or SQL Server Mobile Report Publisher. On the other hand, we use also on-premise data like SQL Server Analysis Services or data bases and other data source. All the things after we create or after we authoring the report for analysis the data, we can deliver use on-premise, for example, SQL Server reporting service as a tool, or using Power BI in the cloud is a tool. And all the information, whether it's come from the Microsoft Cloud or non-Microsoft Cloud data, or we can pull it to Power BI application and then consume all the application through web application, mobile application, and also app application as deliverable or deliverable for BI and analytics. So that's the interesting of Power BI. So what the tool have defined to use by Power BI? Actually, Power BI not only as application, it's also built in Excel. So we can use our BI, Power BI, or Excel as a front end. As a front end, we can use Excel and Power BI desktop to present the data to user. For data shaping and cleanup, self-service ATL are ability for Power BI query. For analysis data, we can use Power BI Pivot or Power Pivot. For data visualization and data discovery, we can use Power View, Power Map to give more impression for user. For dashboarding, presentation, we can use Power BI Desktop. And also for publishing and sharing, we can use Power BI. That's the powerful of the Power BI. So all the things we can elaborate with Excel and also in Power BI itself. The interesting part is we can use user-friendly Q&A and searching using natural language query. We can use Power BI Q&A. And then for mobile use, we can use mobile Power BI mobile to access report or dashboard for access on premise, and we can use DMG and analysis service connector. So a powerful new way to work with data. So Power BI is powerful new way to work with data. We can do self-service business intelligence with familiarity with Excel because of, yes, analysis data with Excel have been used by 1 million users, having capability to discover data, analyze, and also visualize are commonly used during use of Excel. So we can use Excel to discover, to analyze, and visualization. And with the strong ability of the Excel, we can utilize Power BI to more powerful. Okay, for example, we can analyze data with Excel. Easily discover, access data public or corporate data. What we can do with discovering it in Excel? We can use it Power Query. Power Query enable information worker with familiarity and intuitive experience for finding and connect to data from within Excel. Power Query support a wide variety of data source, including relational, structured, semi-structured data, OData, data from web, Hadoop, as well as data search capability. So how to doing analysis with Excel? We can use Power Pivot. Power Pivot allow Excel user continue to create sophisticated model with data in Excel by create relationship, custom measure, and calculation, hierarchy, and also KPI. That's the strong of Power Pivot. We can discover of Power Query, we can analyze with Power Pivot. So model and analyze 100 million of data is already easy to use to consume. And the other is explore. Increasingly, we have access to geospatial data. Recently introduced Power Map that include new visualization, 3D visualization tool for mapping. Okay, so that's the point of the how we can analyze the data. Okay, let me show you some basic demo to analyze the data using the Excel. Let me change my screen first. Can you see my screen?
We cannot see.
We cannot see your screen. Maybe you can share.
Okay, okay. Let me share desktop. Can you see it now?
Yeah, we can.
Okay. So I try to use Excel to doing the analysis. So this is Excel. I create new Excel file, and then so let me change the screen. Okay. And then I got the data. So the scenario is we have data for we have data for Olympics, and we store the data in the Microsoft Access database. So that's the scenario, and then we open the data, get the data from Microsoft Access database. So we can see the data in Olympics medal Microsoft Access data. You can import it. Okay. So we can see the 5 table existing in the Olympic data. We select all the table. and load. So the loading still in progress. The Excel load discipline table, event table, medal table, S teams table, and W team table. So that means all the information with regard with we store in many kind of source. We can get to the Excel file. Okay. Okay. That's it. So we have this 5 table in the Excel, and then what we have done, we collect all the data from the Microsoft Access database. So next, we try to create pivot table. Just because we have gather all the data from the table, we can select not table orange, but we use this works data model. Okay. See, we can see the table here, pivot table, and so on. Pivot table, and then we can check the pivot table model, and then we select the NOC country. So this will be shown all the country that joined the Olympiad. And then on the, we'll put it in the column. Okay. And then the other hand, we try to see the discipline table. Okay, we choose discipline. And then after that, we can choose the model. The model itself is a number of medal that have been achieved by every country. So we can select the medal here, put it in the value. So we can know the every discipline have how many medal for each country. Now we try to have a medal in the filter, so people can choose any kind of medal, gold, bronze, or silver. See, if we want to see how many gold achieved by each country in any discipline, we can see it. And then we also can filter of many kind of data discipline. Let's say if we want to have archery selected, archery, and then diving, and then fencing, figure skating, and also the one more is, for example, speed skating. Okay, see, after that we can select all, and then we can filter data for country that have more, probably 90 medal. See, we have a basic pivot for getting the data for Olympic medal for several discipline: archery, diving, fencing, and etc. And then we easily doing this for many kind of data source. That's the important, or the important things that probably very easy to implement in Power BI in Excel. So the other hand, if we use let's say we have other data, for example. We have other data, let's say Olympic sport. So Olympic sport is not come from Microsoft Access data, but come from Excel. So we can copy all the information here to Olympic sport, and then create new sheet, and then we can format it to a table, and we can name the table sport. So when we doing this in a pivot table, we can see there is new table called sport. So the new source or the new data here, we can create a relation between table, we can create, and then the discipline, use column as a foreign key sport ID, we'll get the data from sport. Okay, so here we can see the discipline, archery, diving, fencing, figure skating, speed skating, we can categorize in the name sport by adding this. Okay, so figure skating and speed skating is a group of member of the skating sport. So how about we can add more data, for example. If data is come from any data like probably Excel or Word, so we can just copy the data, and then paste the data here and mark format as a table. My table has header. Okay, so in the pivot table we also have, oh, okay, I forgot to give a name. Let's say the name is cost. So in here we got new table. Host with all the column that already exist. Country, NYC, etc. So that's the simple of doing data analysis by using Excel. So that's my first demo, I think. I will continue the slide. So we already saw how easy we use Excel to analyze the data. Of course, we use Excel add-in for pivot, Power Query, and so on. It's very helpful to us to do analyzing with Excel. And then other topic is collaborate in Power BI for Office 365. Okay, so Power BI for Office 365 is a complete self-service BI solution delivered through Excel and Office 365 that provide data discovery, analysis, and visualization capability to identify deeper business insight from data in Excel. The Power BI for Office 365 service is cloud-based solution that enable collaboration and reduce the barrier of deployment BI environment for sharing report and accessing information. So when we do the Power BI as a self-service business intelligence with familiarity with Excel and so on, 1 in 4 enterprise customer on 365, Office 365. We can do creating, we can do share, question, and mobility. Okay, let's talk about Power BI introduction. So when we do Power BI, we divide it to two kind of presentation. One is data source that can be done from any kind of data source like Access, Excel, SQL, even website. And the other is how we can present all the information, all the data, all the report through visualization. So Power BI is simple and fast, capable of creating quick insight from an Excel workbook or local database. We can personally report or visualization tools serve as the analytic and decision engine behind group project, division, or entire corporate. So what is part of Power BI? The part of Power BI or Power BI consists with three kind of version or three kind of application. One is Power BI Desktop, and number two is Power BI Service. That is online software as a service. And then the other hand is mobile Power BI apps that are available on any device. We can use natively mobile apps for access it natively or mobile apps for Windows, iOS, and Android. So how can we use it? So number one is first we are bringing data into Power BI Desktop to create the report. So the Power BI Desktop have capability to report creation or altering the report to the user. And then after we create the report, we can publish Power BI report to the Power BI service. You can create new visualization or build the dashboard. After that, we can share the dashboard with other specially people who are on the go. And after that, we can view and interact with SharePoint dashboard and with share dashboard and report Power BI mobile apps. So how we can use Power BI site? We can use Power BI site to share, to collaborate with Power BI and also with Office 365 user. So we can share, we can also give access to all users in Office 365. Power BI quickly create collaborative BI site for you, also for your team, and share report. How about share the query? So once published to the Power BI user, the user can define who they want to share their data query with and track who access which query. Okay, so after we can share the query, we can also share or we can also keep report up to date with scheduled data refresh. Not only report have been created once, but public can refresh schedule. We can schedule the data refresh for your report. Connect to cloud-based report to on-premise data. The data management gateway is installed and configured by IT on-premise and enable report to connect through the firewall back to their underlying data source. So how we can maintain the data catalog for researchable data? We can research or search for public data, corporate data, and share query using data catalog feature in Power BI, which reserve as search engine for data. So stay connected with mobile access to report. Mobile access to report in Office 365 is provided through two mechanisms. First, Excel and Power View report. So we can render it with HTML5 and also it compatible to any browser or any device. So the important thing is doing ask and question using language query, natural language query capability, allow user to ask question of their corporate data and get instant and visual result. Okay, so let's demo the Power BI showcase. If you have any question, feel free to ask. Okay. I open Power BI application. So this is the Power BI desktop application. If you haven't seen before, we open it, start authoring the report using Power BI desktop. And then, okay, yes, this is Power BI desktop. Okay, so this is the Power BI desktop. We can see all the information here, like data, get the data, or Excel, and so on. And then query, insert, and share. So, for example, in this demo, I'll try to get a financial data from Excel. So I open the Excel data as data source. Okay, so this is the financial example. Okay, so I can choose a financial sheet. Okay, so this is the data financial sheet. I choose a transform. Okay, so this is the financial sheet that I get from the Excel file. So I want to format unit sold by changing the data type format. Set to whole number. Okay. So unit sold has format whole number, and then change the segment, because the segment is I want to change segment to uppercase segment. This format uppercase. So see, we have changed all the segment to uppercase, and then we change the field name for month name, change to month. So this is what we call ATL process, extract transform load. So in this scenario, we found that one product already discontinued, for example, Montana, so we can take it out. Okay. It's okay. So we can see in apply step, what we have done to the data, for example, sorting, navigation, change type, upper case text, rename column, filter row. We can track all the change that have made to the data. So go to home and close and apply. Okay, so we have data here. We identify that sigma symbol in the field list. Power BI has detect the chosen field are numeric, so indicate the field is a number, sigma. And the other hand is the calendar here. Okay, so let's see, we go to the data, or yeah, data view, and then let's try how we create a date table. So we create new table, and then let's see if we have a name calendar, for example. Calendar. We want to have a calendar table with date from the 1st January until end of December 2003 and 2013 and 14. Okay, so we click and yeah, the data is already populated. Okay, so after that we can go to the model here. We can see financial table here and calendar table here, and then we can create the relation between financial table and calendar table that we have already made. Okay. Okay. That's all for data preparation. So we can see the field here and also the visualization for report, the public can be made, and then filter. So we try to insert a title first. Let's say we say executive. Executive summary. Summary finance report. Change the font size. Okay, so we start to create the report, and then just drag the profit. Click the profit here, and then click the profit and click the date. So we can see the data here for profit in 2013 and 2015, 2014 and 2013. And then we try to change the data to date, and then change to line chart. In November 2014 is the highest profit. So let's try using the country. Country is using the map here. Using the map and also the profit. So we can see the number of every country in here, the number of profit of every country in here. And the other hand, we try to get a profit. Oh, sorry. Get the sales, product, and segment. So we can see the product and segment sales by product. So when we click here or click here, all the information have focus. And the other is we try to have filter here. Yeah, filter. Slicer. So if we want to get the data from here, let's say if we want to get the data from 2030, we got it, or 2050, we can also got it. And then the other is Q&A. So we can use Q&A here to have a natural language, such as, let's say,
Hi, Ki, sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
There's 5 minutes remaining
Okay.
for the session. Thank you.
Okay. So I just want to publish to demo the published application. So this is the language. You can see the provide by self or something. Okay. We already done create the report in Power BI. So
Yeah.
how we can share it? So we and then as I mentioned before, after we create in the Power BI desktop, we can publish it to Power BI service. Here, data platform APAC. Okay, finish. You can see the
Kiki, your voice is breaking. I think it's a hang. I think it's stuck somewhere, maybe. Yeah, we can see now.
Okay, sorry. Can you see?
Yeah, I understand. Okay, no problem.
I think my internet had a trouble. Okay. It's quick. So this is Power BI application, Power BI service. We have published it to the Power BI service. So this is the report that we have published. See, with the same layout. Okay, just a minute. Okay, so this is the report that we have created. Okay, so the last scenario is how we can share the report. We can share the report using email like this. Just put the email here and then share, so people or the email can receive by the see here. So Kiki Noviandi share this Power BI report with you. Just click the link and then we have a same presentation report. Okay. And the last one is Yeah, with the report. So this is the report that I create from my email. We can also put the report
Its voice is breaking. I think it's might be due to bad connectivity. Hi guys, I think there is some issue with bad connectivity with the Kiki.